Since 2018, the Presbyterian Hunger Program has worked in partnership with Oeaku International Justice Project. Oeaku is a grassroots nonprofit organization that champions putting its people in charge of their own food supply, nutrition, health, and well-being by reclaiming ancestral wisdom and teaching Lakota history and culture. On the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, roughly the size of the state of Connecticut, there is but one grocery store. During the pandemic, what was already a food desert has become even more so, heightening both the challenge of food accessibility as well as the overall need for food sovereignty among the Lakota people living in Pine Ridge. Kent Lebsock, Development Director for Oeaku, explained that for Lakota, there is a strong spiritual connection between the land and the people. Lebsock went on to say, "We try with the process of teaching about the gardens to also teach about the culture, which includes medicinal and ceremonial plants that we have used for generations. All of this is done through Alma's Freedom School, which was originally founded for young women ages 7 to 13, but because it was so popular, we had to open it up to boys. Alma's Freedom School is a school without walls that is designed to strengthen Lakota identity through the Lakota thought and philosophy, as well as practical skill development to develop and enhance existing critical thinking skills in Lakota children. While the children attend standard schools, Lakota way of life is minimal in the curriculum, creating a void for a lot of children who are interested in learning as much as they can about their ancestral way of life. Often parents and grandparents lack this knowledge and experience due to residential boarding schools and other government policies of early reservation life. Lebsock said, although traditionally we are not an agricultural people, we have evolved into wanting to preserve the land and preserve the people on the land by beginning our garden project. Obviously, we thought the best way to do this is with families and especially young people. The garden project, which has several components, began with family garden plots where members were provided with plants and gardening instructions. Families learned how to can and preserve their own food so that it can be used throughout the winter months. As the pandemic continued, instead of gardens and individual plots spread throughout the reservation, a community garden was built on the grounds. The group worked together, and while the fruit trees have not yet flourished, the garden successfully produced corn, beans, squash, watermelon, and more. Oeaku believes one of the most important parts about this project is the engagement of young people.